But the truth is, the Zionist government does persecute Orthodox Jews. They persecute Orthodox Judaism. But the worst crime, the most insidious persecution that the state of Israel has ever perpetrated against the Jewish people happened in 1948, when they dared to call themselves the State of Israel. When they dared to refer to themselves as a Jewish state. You know, one day, some other country, not Israel, somewhere in Eastern Europe maybe, they're going to try to build maybe a mall or a parking lot over Jewish graves. And our great Askonim and the Asra Kadisha and others are going to go and be moicha. And you know what those countries are going to say? Well, if they did it in Israel, and Israel represents the Jews, then why can't we do it over here? Do you know that a week after the flotilla incident, Jews in Turkey were scared to leave their houses? They didn't even go to the synagogue because the local residents of Turkey blamed them and would hold them accountable for the acts of the State of Israel. That is the most insidious crime that state has committed against our people. The theft of our identity. We are the Jewish people. We are Israel here. We have been around for thousands of years practicing our religion. Scholars, laymen. They have not been around enough to collect Social Security. They are imposters. Everybody knows the history of Zionism. They weren't happy with the way Jews were. They had inferiority complex. They were not accepted by the religious Jews because they weren't religious, and they were not accepted by the non-Jews because they were Jews. They thought, in their great brilliance, that in order to eliminate anti-Semitism and in order to protect the Jewish people, we have to change what the Jewish people are from a religion, a mamleches kohanim, a goy kodosh, to a nation of soldiers and warriors. What in the world is a Jewish state? Can you tell me? I know what a Jewish person is. I know what a Jewish philosophy is. But the adjective Jewish does not accommodate the noun state. It's like saying a Jewish tree, a Jewish car. What does it mean? The only way the Zionists were able to create a Jewish state for the noun state to accommodate the adjective Jewish is to change the definition of Jewish. The hate, the seething, psychopathic hate that the Zionist has for the Jew is not born out of bigotry, and it's not born out of ignorance. It's born out of fear. Fear because they thought by now there would be none of us left. They thought that by now all the Jews in the world, or all that matter anyway, will be remade in their own image, that the world would be at peace with them, that they'd be able to vanquish their enemies with their armies. And now they see that we still live. They see that we are here and we are rapidly expanding, and they see that we raise our voices. They see that they are a failure. And that's why they hate us. This is the greatest crime committed against the Jewish people by the Zionists, the identity theft. We Jews are blamed in the eyes of the world. We are held accountable for the actions of the state of Israel. We need to tell the world, because even though this is the worst crime they ever committed, it's also the easiest for us to fix. We need to tell the world that Zionism is not Judaism. We need to tell the world that the state of Israel is not our elected officials. They do not speak in our name. We need to tell the world that that credit card that they're using to do whatever they're doing was stolen from us. We don't want credit for what they do, and we don't want accountability for what they do. To those whose eternal resting places were molested by the Zionists, to those who you have abused, hospitalized, and injured, we deliver to you this promise. We will not relent. We will never permit those who desecrated those graves to distort or wipe away their memory. We will always remember what Amalek's heirs have done to your resting place. We will be vigilant. We will speak out when a new Amalek appears on the stage of history and threatens again to destroy the religion of the Jews. And to you, Mr. Netanyahu, do you recognize these words? You should, because this is Judaism, untwisted and undistorted. We will fight until we will triumph, and triumph we will, because you know what, Mr. Netanyahu, we do not fight alone. At our side are generations of Jews. At our side are the 6 million Kedoshim. And at our side is our Rabbeinu Shel Olam, who has kept us alive for 2,000 years. One of the reasons being is because we were not Zionists. Mr. Netanyahu, you could bring your Air Force and your army to fight us, but we will triumph, because what we have on our side, you are outnumbered.